the hell?
I was going to try and get on earlier in the week and liquidize our stash. But I didn't want anything in particular out of that. Obviously, I was going to keep anything magical. Just get rid of the mundane stuff.
Out the stash. Obviously, cold iron sickle, blasting stone, +1 dagger can stay. Everything else can go there.
Yeah, does anyone want any of it? That's the main question.
I can't log in right
And if you want a composite longbow, do you dart?
now. I've already got one. I put the other one in there because they're really expensive. Ah, there we go. Loaded.
Was 50% value, wasn't it?
Yes. It was indeed 50% value. You will need gold later to keep Dart in the lifestyle that he's accustomed to, or Ember in the lifestyle that she's accustomed to.
What do you mean?
Oh, wait a minute, that's not quite right, is it? It'll be Ember that'll be earning the money for you.
Yeah. Working it.
Wait, what?
She'll be
On
working
the
it,
corner.
give me a little red suit of armour.
And why can't it be Kendall who's earning the money?
Kendall could be doing it as well. I mean, Kendall's got that rugged old
I thought
man,
that was a given.
You will be the glory in the hole.
Oh my god. It was started already.
I
We have
suspect that's not the first time Medi has uttered that sentence by the sound.
No, no. Lisa told me to stop it because she said, all in all, I'm just another dick in the wall.
Oh no!
Dear.
The fact that you said it in the post office in town to the cashier.
Don't cry, Zed. We haven't got that part yet.
No. It's my last couple of days catching up on me. Woo.
Dirty pisshead in Belfast.
Didn't think I'd rank that much, but I clearly did.
Maybe that red breast.
There was a couple of red breasts being drunk on Tuesday night. Yes, there was.
I've actually ordered some redbreast. 12-year-old.
12-year-old.
Don't say that online.
Oh my. Why?
Hey, are we on?
You'll be going on a register.
Oh dear.
Too late.
Are we on live?
Well, I thought since you all jumped into the D&D channel, might as well.
Well, just now to tell me that, and I've changed my camera.
What are you going to change it to?
Oh look, Dart,
Get rid of all those butt plugs behind him.
exactly.
What?
That's exactly what
I didn't
exactly
hear what, I didn't hear
what
what
I
you
was
said.
thinking.
That isn't a lava lamp.
Oh. Oh, there's a bloody big thing if it isn't a lava lamp.
That's what we're saying.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
All right, shall we kick off before I fall asleep? I
We
apologise.
lost Dave somewhere by the looks of it.
Say again?
We lost Dave. Evil.
We've lost evil. Okay. He'll be back in a second. Give him a couple of minutes and then we'll get going. Jubilost Narthropple. Some great names in this book, you know.
Oh, it is done.
Oh, can't wait for Medi to fight that.
Why me?
Because it'll be funny.
No.
Cephal Laurentus, the perfect person for Jack to fight. Vordakai, Loy Resbin. Godovius. Orex Lucen. The Wriggling Man. There you go. Just some names of things that you might encounter. All right, shall we do a quick summary of last session? The fuck? You are in Oleg's trading post. You've returned to Oleg after dealing with the kobolds, and in particular, the lovely kobold usurper Tartuk, who turned out to be Tartukio. You returned via by way of the Mitflits, where you tried to convince them to be a little bit more behaved, but they were not really buying it too much.
I thought the
and I
Mitflits
suppose-
did, but the kobolds didn't. Or the kobolds were.
the kobolds you were trying to convince not to be demon worshippers, they weren't buying that, but they were kind of okay-ish about not kind of causing too much trouble in the south of the lands. Returning to Oleg's, you were able to hand in a bunch of things. I had the page open and then I closed the page because I'm a dick. I know that's quite harsh on myself, but you know, that's how it is. Okay, so you had returned to Oleg's. You discovered a couple of posters about kobolds and bandits. Oleg, there is a trapper that wants you to find Tusk Gutter and deal with him. Oleg had given you asked you to go find his trophy. Did you do that?
Doesn't ring a bell.
No,
No. Okay.
I don't even know if we talked to Oleg. We just got here, then you said, "Great."
So we spoke to Oleg. We asked where Svetlana was. We went inside, spoke to Svetlana. She
That's
got
right.
her ring back. She was very happy about that. I think she was speaking to Barristan about that, or was it?
Barristan, yeah.
Talking
I
a bit about what, sorry?
thought she was going to get down on her knees and be very happy about it, but that was the vibe I was
Very
getting.
grateful, yeah.
Yeah.
She made you some radish soup. You had radish soup.
Get a recipe.
You will have done, but
It's
I
a blue
can't.
pill. It's a blue pill, isn't it?
It is a blue pill. Yeah, I can't figure out how to get the recipe into the game, so I still need to try and figure that out. Yeah, so you took the radishes back, you gave her her ring back. There were a couple of wanted posters for kobolds and bandits, which you kind of provided the evidence and that you had dealt with both.
Yeah.
And you were told that it would be a few days, but you would get a small purse of coin as a reward.
The sword lords that are going to come back are
That's
given
right,
to them.
yeah.
And
Yeah, as they passed through. Yeah.
About 40 gold, wasn't it?
You met Keston Gares. He has arrived with a couple of mercenaries. He is one of the a lesser mercenary house in Brevoy who has fallen upon hard times amidst a scandal. He has asked you to search out for a mercenary called Falgrim
Sneak.
Sneak, yeah.
Yeah, Falgrim Schneeg.
Falgrim Schneeg.
Who's
And we have
with
to get
the
him alive,
Stagboard
don't we? Alive, not dead.
Ideally alive, yes.
for 3+1 weapons, I think, was the deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 common +1 weapons.
But if he's dead, it's only one.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, that was kind of the list. So Tusk Gutter was from the retired hunter Veckel Benson. He's got one leg. He explained to you he's lost the leg because of Tusk Gutter. He would give you a composite longbow and 3 beacon shot arrows to whoever can kill Tusk Gutter.
What was it? Beckel Benson?
Veckel
Benson.
Benson.
He's got a peg leg, I think.
Or Benson or Benson?
Benzel. Benzen. Benzen.
It's better than Peg Leg Dude, is what I've got.
I've got,
written on it so far.
I got peg leg.
Better than Peg Leg Dude.
But I've also got Vecca Fendel.
Veckel Fendel. No, Veckel Benson.
Oh, Becca Vendel.
Yeah. He tells you that he's the biggest pig he's ever seen as well, by the way, so he's a huge pig. He's Tusk Gutter.
And don't you
Alright.
never use your dagger on something big?
That was her ask, yes, was to kill something big with the dagger. So that was kind of, I think that's where we left it. Yeah, that's where we left it. Gotcha. Okay.
Did we get
So,
directions to Tusker?
Nope,
Oh.
you didn't. He will tell you, though, that Tusk Gutter is located... Hang on. He says...
We'll be looking at the Stollen lands.
We will be looking at the German lands, yes.
Probably just ask him where he lost his leg and start there, wouldn't you?
Well, if you knew that,
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a problem here. What's going on? It's always Ember that gets in the way, and Ember is in the way right now.
Huh? What?
Oh, you also met Nettles. And Nettles, sorry, I'm flicking around.
at the river.
Yes, you met Nettles at the river, where he had told you that he wanted you to deliver the body of the Stag Lord to him, or to the river.
Was it the body or was it him, so that he could see him die? I can't remember.
It was the
Body.
body. It
The
was
body.
the
The
body.
river.
We had to chuck it in the river upstream from him so it floats down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was that quest as well. So yeah, so that's kind of where we are, kind of summing up from last week. You're going to sell your gear, and then we were going to kind of push on. Maybe.
What kind of supplies are they going to have here? I'm wondering, because I've got chainmail at the moment, I'm wondering if I should go to half plate. Or even
So
full.
he won't have that kind of
Yeah, that's
stuff
what I thought.
here. In reality, you've probably pushed him to his limit by selling the gear that you have done.
Sure.
He's not going to have a lot of coin left now for a while. So depending on how much, how long before you come back, will determine what he's actually got available to buy and sell to you.
Wait, hang on a minute. We've just sold stuff, so he's got less money. But if he
Yeah, if he has half plate to sell to me,
he'll get
he
money
doesn't.
back.
I wouldn't have thought he would. That'll be in a town or a bigger town, right?
That would be a bigger town, yeah, bigger town
Yeah.
or a city that you'll need to find in order to avail yourself of half plate.
Or a body.
Alright. No worries.
All right. Has Evil sorted out the cache? No, not yet. Yes, he has. For the most part. Okay, he sorted out. He sorted out the stash. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, following day, you've done all your trading, you've eaten and stuff. As you're enjoying breakfast, Oleg kind of comes over to you, Kendall. Morning.
Morning's up.
I'm wondering, you're heading back out?
That's the plan. We've got a few things we need to follow up on from here.
Ah, yes. I wonder if I could maybe get you to follow up on one more little thing for me.
Depends if it's in the same direction that we're headed. What is it?
Well, I've been thinking, I fancy a new trophy to hang over the fireplace. And I'm wondering if I can avail of you to find if you find yourselves encountering a tatsel worm, if you could bring its head back for me.
A one of what?
A tatsel worm.
Where are we likely to find those around here?
Somewhere out in the lands. They're not that common. That's why I think it'd be a good conversation piece.
Would I know
You
about
think-
them?
Give me a. Where's a knowledge nature roll, I suspect?
Knowledge.
I need an Arcana roll.
Arcana roll. Oh,
They are magical creatures. Okay.
I didn't know
I
that.
will-
And
Not gonna
I
be
can't
me.
do that because I can't. I don't got training.
Yeah. Are you with me, Ember?
Yeah. Wait, what? Huh?
I know he sidled over to me. I didn't know you were having breakfast with me.
I'm not next to you.
Why are you rolling?
I'd assume we're all sat
Huh?
around the table.
You're all. Yeah, you're
I
all.
can't-
This is
I'm
this
still
position
set
from
over
last
there.
night.
I can't move at the moment.
Yeah, it's because the game's paused. There you go. Kind of overhearing it. Coruscant. A tatsel worm is a medium. It kind of resembles a medium, sort of a human-sized snake with two arms and a dragon's head. It is a relative of dragons. They have some intelligence. They're not as intelligent as dragons, and they are much lower intelligent. Their main immunities would be paralysis and sleep.
Right. Well, I mean, we can keep an eye open for him. No promises, though. What's it worth to you?
Few gold, he says, and he kind of, and I'll hang it up above the mantel place, and I'll give you credits for the conversations that it will start over the many years to come.
As long as the stories are told about us, that's fine.
Well, I'll leave you to it and your preparations, and wish you good speed out in the wilds, and don't be long before you come back. Remember, we should have some gold for you by middle of the week.
Middle of the week. All right.
Apologies, I missed a bit there. Have we also been requested, I'm guessing, by Oleg, based on the conversation, to go and
Yes.
hunt down a tassel worm?
Yep.
Tasselworm, yeah, Tasselworm.
Do you indicate where they could be found?
He just said in the lands about here. So let me see. So in
It was
terms
a bit
of,
fucking vague, to be honest.
I
Do they live in the forest, or do they live in the
Right.
plains? Or?
So he tells you that you're most likely to encounter them to the southeast in the forest, and you were told as well that Tuscutter, it also resides to the southeast in the forest.
There's
Well, it's
not
not
a
into
lot
the
of
forest.
forest in the southeast.
About southwest, I'm assuming.
Southwest.
West, sorry, southwest.
Ah,
Your other east. Let's see.
My other east,
the
yeah.
other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
All right.
all the things with the
The campfires.
campfires we've gone
Been
to
seen.
and seen.
So
and
everything with the campfire you have reconnoitred, and you pretty much know what's in there. In fact, any of the hexes that are coloured green to you, you have reconnoitred.
how come some of the fireplaces are bigger?
Because some of them you critically succeeded on your camp, and some you didn't.
Oh,
There's not many of them.
There is not many of them, is there? In fact, I think it wasn't necessarily critically succeeded. I think it was actually you.
Actually succeeded.
You partially succeeded. I think you've critically succeeded once. You've partially succeeded once, or you've succeeded once and you've failed 4 times.
it doesn't say what we found on them. Only the first one, which is the radish patch.
I can't even see the radish patch.
Click on the toggle hex controls on the left. Then you can see what the control is.
One of them says ore.
And we got the mine,
that
yeah.
mine,
Or the ore, rather, yeah. Well, I think it's time we should... I mean, we need to start picking our way through the forest, right?
Oh yeah.
I suggest going here first.
Yeah, head directly west and then southwest from there.
Yeah, we can make it down across the river and make our way down through this kind of area, can't we?
Yeah, there's the bridge further south as well. It depends if we can cross the river.
They did say
Might have to go around.
that the Sword Lords said we got to reconnoitre the entire green belt.
I don't think it was the entire.
Well,
I think it's
No,
more-
it was mostly.
It was between the rivers that are down here and the rivers over here.
That was the area that you were given instructions to go to and to help out Oleg solve his bandit problem.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know that you have reduced some of the bandit problem, but the Stag Lord is still at large, and at some point you do know you need to tackle the Stag Lord.
That's a next level. That's a next level thing. I can see it. I can see a Tuscutter and a worm between now and then, at least.
We should definitely.
So
Forests near Oleg's are safe.
definitely. So I think you should go west.
Life is
And then
life is
southwest.
peaceful there. Yeah, if you go west,
Go
life
west,
is peaceful
yes.
there.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay.
Did anyone
All
say
right.
they wanted to pick up any supplies before we...
That's just what I was going to ask. Yeah, have we got everything, rations or stuff?
You can probably get another sort of 7 days of rations from Oleg if you wish. So
Yeah.
what would that be? There's 6 of you.
I've still got a lot of rations on me.
6, 7's 42, right?
Oh no, I put my rations in the cart.
Yeah. Sadly, we can't rely on the elf for food, so we'll have to bring our own.
There's loads in the cart.
There
And
is loads
if
in the cart, yeah.
we do have some healing potions in the party stash if anybody wants to make sure they have some on themselves.
I've got one.
We've actually got 2 stacks of lesser potions. I don't know why.
It's probably because there was one of them.
I don't know. Hang on, let me just move one to 8 and then I'll delete the other stack.
Yeah, no worries.
There you go.
Huh? What?
Nothing,
Okay.
don't worry.
Okay, so after breakfast, the snow is falling. It is still winter. You really need to get this moved to summer at some point, or autumn, spring. And you set off westwards. As always, are you going to reconnoitre? So half a day to travel, half a day to reconnoitre, then set camp, or are you doing something a little bit more?
No, I think it's been working so far, so let's just keep on doing that formula.
Okay.
Be more interesting.
I know.
Just charging off into the woods without recognising.
Just not reconnoitring the hex, so you don't actually know what's in it. That would be more interesting.
We're looking for a boar and a thistle worm potentially, so let's reconnoitre.
Yeah. Okay. So you take, as usual, you kind of take your time, skirt the edge of the forest, and you kind of move into the forest, and start to kind of follow some of the game trails and things, and kind of getting a good feel for the area. Ultimately, though, I mean, there's game here. You could definitely, you would definitely be able to kind of hunt and subsist in this kind of part of the forest. But there's nothing, you know, after several hours of kind of travel around here, there isn't really anything that gives you any pause or cause for concern. It feels like that immediate area just out from Oleg's is a pretty safe part of the stolen lands currently.
Okay, we shall camp and then I guess head further west.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about camping tonight. We'll kind of camp when it gets a little bit more meaningful. Okay, so the following day, let me move things forwards. Kill the hour a little bit.
So, Medi, you said move west from where we were.
Yeah.
Goes dark, goes light, goes dark, goes light.
I'm pissing with rain. It's like being in fucking Devon.
It is like being in Devon, it's like being in Belfast, it's like being in a lot of places. Don't forget, if you want to do your spells, refresh your spells, refresh your items, Jack, etc.
Yeah, I'm just
Spells,
gonna
the usual kind
try
of
and
stuff.
do the craft.
You're going to continue west.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go west one and then southwest.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just pattern search, right? Did that previous hex turn green?
Yes.
I will move it. I'll turn it to green after you've moved through it. I'm just, yeah. Just making a note that we've.
I presume we're advised to stick close to the legs in the green belt, opposed to heading further west.
I did hear somebody say, don't stray off the path.
Or it'll get you.
Yeah.
So, the further west you go is going to take you out of the immediate area. So you know that the north southeast western edge of the forest kind of backs onto something known as the Gnarl Marches. You've not been tasked with heading that far west. I'm not going to stop you going there if you want to.
We've got plenty to keep us busy here, I think. And Oleg is a good place. So.
There's plenty of places to keep you busy. Yeah. Okay. So, can everybody give me perception checks, please?
Oh my. Okay, how do we do this?
Nope, we can't.
No active encounter. Really?
You'll have to roll from your sheet, I think.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I've just.
Yeah, don't roll initiative, roll perception.
Yeah.
Don't forget to give yourselves a hero.
I've rolled twice down, nothing's happened.
Yeah, make sure you've all got hero points set. So.
Oh, yes, no, good point.
Oh, there we go.
I can see your roll, Maddie.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, I can see it.
I can
Twice.
see you roll, Eddie.
Well, take the
you rolled
first one,
twice.
whatever it was.
They're both shit.
Ember, could you roll for your wolf, please?
A wolf?
Oh.
Yeah.
His perception's not very good anymore.
kind of surprised at that.
Huh. Won't let me.
Okay, don't worry about it. I'll kill the wolf instead, it's fine. Okay, so you head westwards, kind of, as always, kind of following a few of the game trails, not really cutting your way. The forest is starting to get a little bit thicker. As you kind of sort of start to head a little bit southwestwards, in the distance, you know, eventually you can start to hear the running water and the the slow meandering the slow meander of the river.
Yeah.
But as you're kind of moving along, both Ember and Coruscant suddenly kind of yell almost at the same time. There's something strange strung low across one of the trails that you're following ahead.
A tripwire? I'll just hold my hand up and say, hold on, folks.
Ooh, what you found?
It's just, there seems to be an odd collection of what appears to be sticks or something just on the edge of this kind of trail that you're following.
Sticks? What do you mean by sticks?
Well, that's it. You're a little bit away from it at the moment, and it just seems to be some kind of sticks, sort of half dozen sticks that seem to be just kind of poking up from the ground in front.
It could be a pit trap with the spikes in it or something, possibly.
I was going to say, is there any bait or
Yeah, you're looking at it, Coruscant, especially with your critical success. Definitely looks like some kind of spiked pit trap.
Found it.
Nicely done. And as you kind of look around, you realise that just ahead of you there's going to be a clearing, and there seems to be a lot of these traps sort of all on the very edge of the clearing, partly obscured by detritus from fallen leaves and ground level vine and stuff like that.
Camped here by the looks of it. But didn't remove the traps.
You normally put those where you know game's going to be, wouldn't you? And we're getting near a river, aren't we? You said. So,
What kind of traps are they? Are they? Sorry, I was AFK.
no,
Are they?
this one's a pit trap.
At the moment, you've spotted a couple of pit traps, but you're also now you are now seeing some wires running from various bits of bush and tree. Seems to be also a mixture of snare traps as well.
like, as in loads and loads, or like?
Oh, a good. As far as now, you're kind of been, now Coruscant and Ember's kind of spotting them, pointing them out to you. You think there's a good dozen or so mix.
And when you say snares, they're kind of rabbit-sized snares or larger?
Oh no! You look at them, and they would definitely take. They would take Night Runner, and if one of you got your leg in it, you'd also probably be in trouble.
Are they? Do we think they're like of good quality? Careful how to say it, but like a civilized kind of manufacturing quality, or is it like bushcraft?
Improvised, yeah.
Yeah, they are they are made with care.
They're made with skill, but they're not like iron bear trap.
Correct. Right. They're made with skill. They're well put together. They're the kind of thing that that Ember could definitely put together if she took the time to prepare, get materials together and build.
Crafting.
I would have thought.
Thievery. Like metal question.
Yeah, I would have thought as soon as you put traps down, if it's a hunter, he won't be far away because nobody would leave traps for somebody to walk into.
I can hear your tail in the background.
Well, that'll depend. You might come back only. You might not be expecting.
Yeah, every couple of days.
You probably don't care.
True.
Does it look like that it is game traps, or does it look like it's
Human traps.
Yeah, well, basically trying to keep people out like traps. Is it on game trails, or is it seem defensive?
It's a mixture. It's a mixture of game trail and buried in between game trails, and they kind of run out into what appears to be a kind of a slightly dappled, what would be a sunlight dappled glade, just on the edge of a in the forest heading towards the river.
And we can't see anything in the glade from where we are.
No.
Could we advance slowly through and avoid trap?
Yeah, now you know where they are, you could very carefully advance forward, yes.
I'll take out my 10-foot pole and I'll walk forward, prodding the ground.
Okay. Do you have a 10-foot pole?
No, I don't.
Prodding the ground.
Okay.
Apologies.
He's a walking tripod.
That's going to be painful if you slap that.
I've got a spear with reach, so I can do that.
Ah, there we go.
Might end up losing the end.
Well volunteered.
You use Ember's Reachy Spear.
Could we?
Yeah, so you can kind of and you get out sort of Jack. You kind of get out into the not quite the centre, amongst some of the taller grasses, and you can see what appears to be a carcass of an animal.
Oh.
Kind of.
Well, I'm not very good on the nature side of things, so I don't think I can do a...
Oh, you'd recognise it. It's a deer.
Yeah. All right,
Has
okay.
it been butchered, or is it just like a dead deer?
It appears to be half in, half out a spike trap.
Okay.
No one's been here for a while. But
It's definitely in a significant decomposition state.
It's been there for a while. Hmm.
probably not.
Anybody who's trained in nature, give me a roll. Ember needs to change her dice. Nobody else trained?
No, sadly not.
I think
No, I'm untrained.
I realised that I'm an person with nature.
More about nurture.
Okay. To your eye, Ember, I mean, first and foremost, not only you're an elf, aren't you? An elf ranger. I mean, this is a little bit. You're not. I presume Ember is not against hunting and killing animals for food as part of the whole life cycle of the forest.
Yeah, just.
This is a bit of an abomination for you in that not that traps have been used, but that it's been left. That's not what you want to see, and it kind of it irritates you.
Yeah, because there's too many traps here. We're supposed to put a couple down in different areas, not all in one place.
I'm going to be keeping an eye open around us, around the edges of the glade.
Well, yeah, but
There's no sign
there's
of a camp, no sign of a camp or anything like that.
Yeah, you said that there's traps inside the glade as well. Is that around the outside?
Correct. Yeah.
So
Yeah. There's probably a dozen total traps that you've found scattered around the edge of the glade, and then sort of into the glade as well.
Does the glade have anything? Got any?
Can't hear you. Evil.
About this? Sorry, my mic shut down. Does any significance seem to be the glade? Like any markings or any sense of a spiritual nature, perhaps?
So I can give you another nature roll or I forget the skill.
A cult, maybe?
A survival, and if you want to do a cult, you could do a cult. So kind of looking at it from a druid craft, witchcraft, traditional nature, and what you know of surviving in the forest.
Yeah, let me just put
Barrister's just asking questions on all those fronts because he doesn't have a clue.
Yeah.
Maybe this was set up by the bandits that we killed.
From Ember's keen eye, the glade does appear to be a well-used glade, or would have been a well-used glade, but it seems to have fallen into a little bit of a disuse. The animal tracks, the game trails, certainly on the edges of the glade and coming into the glade, don't seem to have been used very much for a while. There's and that might well be, Ember's perspective there is that might well be because of the dead creature in the middle. Not quite in the middle, but sort of
been set up to gather food.
Is the deer actually decomposing, or is it just...
The deer is decomposing, yeah.
So it's not to
Kendall-
protect the root.
No, it doesn't appear to be. Kendall, from your perspective, there is nothing really defensible about the glade. There's nothing that kind of stands out as a reason why you might choose to make camp. It's quite open, exposed. You are getting wet from the rain. You're not sure quite how far the nearest water source is. It just doesn't make sense from would I defend the place and then put a camp in here? But there's no sign of a camp.
Are there any game trails that come into this area?
Yeah, there were 3 or 4 from the different directions.
Right.
But all of them have been tracked, and they seem to be, their use has declined.
So it's a gathering point for whoever, for food, but obviously with it being decomposed for a while, whoever's set this up hasn't been here for a while.
And that's certainly the impression that Kendall gets, that these traps appear to have not really been have been here for at least a week.
Well, we want to just get rid of them, set a few of them off, and...
Or we leave them, because if we come back this way, there might be some game for us. It may be a good place for us to hunt game later on.
Not if the traps stay here.
Or we can
Clearly,
use
well, I don't know, can we recover any of them?
We need to bury that deer.
I'd guess that decomposing deer is scaring off most game anyway, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So we need to deal with that first.
We don't need to. We could just move on, but it's
whoever set these traps is clearly not around anymore. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a decomposing deer. So I think we drag that off, chuck it in the river, or bury it, and then
don't chuck it in the river. To what?
No,
I'll burn it.
burn it.
We need to get rid of the traps as well, because if anybody unsuspecting walks in here,
That's it. And just being kind of sensing a little bit of empathy for Ember here. You know, these creatures, anything that's caught in here is just going to die for no good reason.
Yeah, and we don't know how long we'll be back, if we're ever going to come back. So I'd like to just clear them up and maybe salvage
You
them.
can, you can spend a couple of hours kind of going through them, cleaning them up, getting rid of the body, setting it on fire. It is going to be wet, so you probably struggle a little bit, although you do have a mage with you, so probably not as much as I think you would.
Although the body doesn't really need to be burnt or anything, it just needs to be moved, so it's not the traps. Cause
Or buried, yeah.
things die in woods, it's natural. You don't normally come along and bury a dead something.
This is true. You don't normally bury dead. Okay. Over the course of a couple of hours, you can salvage components to create and have 6 snare traps.
Oh,
Okay.
I will get them into party stash.
we set them up in the evening when we camp to see if we can trap overnight.
good idea.
Not tonight, but just in general. Is that one of the things we can do in the game mechanically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they look like they'd be quite painful if one of us fell?
Mechanically speaking, it requires a reflex save if you stumble into them. If you fail, you'll take 2d8 piercing damage.
Can we take the pit traps as well, so it saves us digging them?
Yeah. If you had not, or if more than half the group had have failed their perception checks, you would have had a couple of lame horses as you stumbled into them.
What's the perception?
Might be useful if we're setting up any ambushes or anything.
Yeah.
What's
Not
the
that we're
perception-
likely to do that.
What's the perception? check?
The perception check would be based on how well you conceal it. So you would need to make a survival roll as part of planting them. That would set the DC for the trap. So obviously they're not all going to be as well hidden as the others. That sets the DC, and then if anybody fails to see it and they blunder into it, then they're taking a potential damage. It's going to hurt. Okay. You as I say, you spend a couple of hours kind of clearing that out, sorting things out. You take a fairly oops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to roll a whole lot of dice. I didn't mean that at all. Clicked on the
All
wrong
the dice.
thing. I have reset the weather.
Now it's snowing.
Oh, for God's sake, Ted, think what you're doing. And so by by late afternoon, you've kind of reconnoitered this entire area again. Other than this kind of glade that has been laid out, you actually find 2 or 3 more spots that show past use or as a place where traps have been set, but you don't find any signs of anybody who may have, like a hut or anything, or a campsite that could have been used by the creature, person, or whatever who's actually put the traps out. So again, that evening, I'm not gonna worry too much right now about camping. We'll do that. Actually, no. Let's do it. Let's do the camping. Let's see if Dart can get it right this time.
No, it's me that fucks it up every time.
Well, Dart. Okay, Dart doesn't always do well with his preparing his campsite, does he? Okay, so let's kind of run through this really quickly. We kind of know what we're doing here. So, Dart, do you want to set the camp? I presume it's you that's doing it.
Give me a second, no, just cast guidance.
Too late. He's not done it again. I don't understand. Okay, advance 2 hours.
This guidance is only +1, so that'll be a 12.
Yeah, still fail. Okay, give yourself your tasks, whatever you're doing.
Okay.
Jack has failed the camouflage campsite.
I didn't fall asleep.
Didn't fall asleep. No. Makes it much easier for you to spot things.
Why am I rolling in private?
I don't know.
That's very strange.
Are you going to make Garin make your campfire story roll? That's success.
I mean, you can't bolster confidence, though.
Well, even if I fail, I still get some ingredients.
Yeah. Did you apply the ingredients to camp, Dart?
I applied it and it goes to me, and then I just put it back in the party.
Gotcha.
Although it does, even if it's in me, it does count when you have the screen up.
All right, get yourself food. Get some food in you.
On that previous screen, does anybody know what the enhanced weapons roll is based on? What's that?
Hmm.
I was just looking through it. I can't see what stat it is.
There isn't one.
There isn't? It's just a
Um,
straight.
Enhanced weapons. Literally, it just stays. Yeah, there isn't one.
Okay.
Each PC chooses one melee weapon. That
Mm.
melee weapon gains a +1 circumstance bonus to damage rolls during the next encounter it's used in. Expires at the end of that encounter or after 24 hours, whichever comes first. I assume that's kind of somebody with crafting is going to like sharpen the weapons, put a keener edge on them, and make them just
Yeah,
pretty.
tell you what, maintain armor looks really helpful.
What does that do?
Some
It
temporary
says
hit points in the next encounter.
Yeah,
Oh.
nice.
Quite
Okay.
a small amount.
no for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, temporary hit points are goes once you've used them, Dart. So
Where is it? I maintain armor there. I hadn't spotted that
Yeah,
one.
just repair a broken shield or
Oh, it's
Yep.
only half their level, so it's not that much at the moment.
Yeah.
during the
It's-
next encounter, it's one. These temporary hit points
Mm.
expire at the end. If the PC chooses a broken shield, you can restore the broken shield to a full HP. An additional PC can choose a suit of armor or broken shield once the party's third level, and then again every 2 levels thereafter. So some interesting stuff there that you can do. Okay, you have a fairly frugal evening. The meal is okay. It doesn't really kind of bolster you. It feels a bit flat. You've got the mixture of rain and sleet kind of even though you've tried to find a decent campsite, it is kind of, you've still got the rain and the feeling of just, oh God, it's freaking Yorkshire in the rain.
Beautiful.
We'll settle you down, shall we? Let's go rest, everybody.
Ready for better weather. Nope.
Cold.
Not raining.
Not snowing.
is that a full moon?
It is not
Oh, full moon.
raining, but it is cold.
Were we to rest then, did you say?
Yes, you can all take a rest and
Okay.
get yourself sorted.
Does this rest for the night? Yep.
Yep, did you rest for the night? Do all of your usual activities the
your-
following morning.
Your crafting. Lovely jubbly.
I'll rest my wolf.
There we go. Oh, that's nice.
Forest, difficult terrain. Yeah, so it's going to take you. I think it takes you 2 explore actions just to travel through the forest now, due to that difficult terrain. So it's going to take you like a day and a half to really move and reconnoiter the area. But we can certainly move through that.
We're not going to reconnoiter that area then.
Yeah, I'm marking it as reconnoiter.
Oh, right. Okay.
Wouldn't oh, I don't know if it's
Okay. Give me either a well, actually, here's what we'll do. Do this. Look.
Need to click those.
Click either one of them.
Is anybody else's Discord freezing for seconds at a time, or is it just me?
I don't know because I'm not really paying attention to Discord, so I don't know if it's freezing
And I'm
for.
missing things. Well, let me do it for some reason.
Good
Is
to
that,
do.
is that anybody click one of those?
So
Yeah,
we will do it.
Choose which one you want. You just click the DC.
Oh, it's not let me do it
Request.
because my character's not the thing. It's
No, it's not working for me, but that's okay. Perception.
Is it? Not? Is it not?
no
I'm
actors on
clicking
the
No,
on
you're on
the
the party.
missing statistics survival on selected actors.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I need to do it? I'll do a perception check
Jump
normally
to the
then.
landing
If you
page.
Yeah,
jump onto the landing page and it'll let you do
Jump
it.
onto that landing page and do it from there, or do a normal one. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Right, click on.
Yeah, mine just froze.
Yeah, let's do perception. Oh,
Yeah, my Discord's freezing as well.
and I'll pop back to Stolen Lands now.
You're kind of traversing. You've just crossed the stream, and are continuing sort of southwards through the forest. It's kind of late in the day. Ahead of you, you see what appears to be kind of come crashing down, and you can make out what appears to be a head kind of stuck up above the logs, kind of trying, not really describing it very well. There appears to be a body that's been pinned by these logs that have collapsed.
What kind of body?
Humanoid.
It looks humanoid. In fact, it looks human.
I'll cautiously approach it.
Okay.
And
Anything
keep an
else?
eye out for those trap type things because
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Okay.
it's like an escalation of the traps. There's big swinging logs or something.
It definitely appears to be an escalation of the traps. This looks to have been the workings of a deadfall trap that seems to have collapsed down on top of this figure. The figure appears to be wearing sort of hide armor. Give me
Do you reckon this is the guy that's made the traps and he's followed for his own trap?
give me another if you can, give me another perception roll. I'll just do this one sec. Give me another perception roll. Ember gets critical success. Love it. Okay, Ember.
My rolls aren't
Spread
showing
out.
up for some reason.
Start. They are for me.
Wait, what? What's up?
Have you popped your character out at all, Medi?
No, I keep opening and closing it.
So you'll have to go into the chat and scroll down.
Yeah, everything's freezing. That's just frozen. I think we're into a bit of an issue with Discord tonight. Medi, do you want to reset your just reset your browser if they're not showing, because you're not rolling hidden checks, but they're coming through to me fine.
Right.
we're definitely having problems with Discord now.
Yeah.
Seems to be back working okay for me now.
It keeps freezing for 10 seconds at a time for me.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not doing
jumping.
anything. Well, that for me is working fine.
I'm duping.
Yeah, it's working fine here.
Oh,
Yes,
weird. Maybe you and I are on the same piece of cable.
We must
Guy.
be.
Well, you are in
When you-
Kent, it's French, isn't it? So.
So you're nearly in France, yeah.
I know. I was going to say I'm nearly in France.
working
Kent.
fine in Yorkshire, so we're okay.
Also, I'm in Kent. Oh, spoke London.
Casting around the area, you discover the first thing is that there's definitely a deadfall trap, quite a large deadfall trap that had been rigged. And Ember, as you kind of examine this trap and kind of look around it, it's obvious that the rope didn't break, it was cut. It's a much smoother kind of break in the rope rather than like a jagged rope break that you would expect to see if the weight had maybe broke it because it was a frayed rope. But you also tooth that's stuck in the rope.
I didn't hire half of that because
No,
you
same.
froze.
You froze.
Yeah, you froze.
Something about a tooth stuck in the rope.
Yeah.
I hear two stuck in the rope, yeah.
Yes, a tiny, sharp tooth stuck in the rope.
Well, like a squirrel or something.
You
Maybe a
don't know
bit
what
bigger.
it is. You don't know what it is.
So he was hunting something that turned
Hunted
trap on him.
Over to one side, you find just sort of out of view of the area that you were kind of moving through, you find a stump of a tree with a hatchet stuck into the top of it. By the side of the stump is a water skin, a backpack, and then the backpack has a bunch of linen, spool of cord, a sleeping bag, and effectively it's the same kind of materials that you were able to salvage from the previous traps.
So this is the guy.
That's
Yeah, so this guy's hunting Tuscotty.
Just as a point of note, Zed, if I see any particularly like a triangular shape of red dots, I'm going to put my weapons down.
Yep, no worries.
No.
No worries. Triangular shape of red dots. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Get to the chopper.
Nearby, there's also another bundle. That bundle appears to be a rolled up bunch of beaver pelts with a skinning knife and a set of leatherworking tools associated.
Nice beaver.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Very
Thanks, I've just had it
nice.
stuffed.
There you go. Thank you, Medi.
I presume you're going to take most of that gear, aren't you?
I'll
Does it
take
do
a
this
beaver.
fellow any good?
I'll take a beaver. Yeah.
Just a
Are
question.
there any
Do you
tracks around here? Son?
any what? Sorry?
Any tracks around here, like huge killer boar-sized tracks?
Give me some
I'm
survival.
a survival person. That's me asking Ember. Are there any massive boar tracks around here?
Well,
I'll
they
do a
do a massive
survival as
tracks. I
well.
mean, anyone could see those.
It's
Well,
the
this is what
tooth,
I'm
isn't
saying.
it?
Was it a small tooth or like a big boar-sized tooth?
Small
Did
tooth.
ask.
It was a rabbit. We need the holy grenade of Antioch.
Yeah, it was a white rabbit.
Get out of here. Is it like a canine predatory type tooth or like?
It's an
Yeah, hang
odd
on, I'm a woodland
tooth.
elf. Why shouldn't I get bonuses for stuff?
Again, sir.
I take that into consideration in my head.
Oh, it's just for climbing trees.
Horiston, can you give me an Arcana roll?
Not going to be a tooth from one of these worms, is it?
Public or
Send it to me private.
What if this nasty pig is natural, or whether or not it's being created? Not that I would know that, but I'm just wondering.
What? Sorry, Jet?
This nasty pig, whether or not it was created by a mage, maybe, or is it natural?
Until you see it, you wouldn't know.
Okay.
No. So none of you, including Ember, have any idea what this tooth is. You can't quite place it.
Someone want to keep hold of it? Just ask some questions, maybe.
But the rope was sliced, so it's obviously very sharp teeth.
Correct. Yes.
So some kind of. Well, it doesn't have to be predatory to have sharp teeth, does it? But...
I'm just slightly concerned that we're going to find out what it is.
Like, I know we don't know what kind of tooth the creature came from.
Also,
so
very
what kind of creature? Yeah, well, A, very clever, and B, I mean, could we gauge any kind of size from the size of the tooth, Zed?
Yes. You absolutely could gauge a size, and the size would be tiny.
Right.
Sorry? Tiny.
Tiny.
So it could be like a rat or something.
What kind of teeth did the Mitflits have?
The Mitflits.
I seem to remember they had little sharp teeth, didn't they?
They had sharp, pointy teeth.
They
yes.
weren't tiny, though, were they? They
were not tiny.
small.
They were small.
Tiny is rat or squirrel for me. I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
So basically, this guy stood under this trap while something small's gnawed through the rope, and he's not noticed it.
It's a clever squirrel, isn't it? That's what it is.
It's a secret
It's a little clever, nasty squirrel. I'm giving up the adventuring career and I'm going home.
I was expecting something really large and clever, waiting for him, then bites the rope and it. Oh, well, there we go.
Garden, it's nuts, isn't it?
I'm tempted to say it's Fae or.
I'm tempted, but would Barristan know? Probably.
Could be a beaver.
You might, being a wizardy type or an elf.
I'm guessing that's what the Arcana check was for, but.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And you rolled a 1.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I told you I'm getting all the bad rolls out.
You're getting all the bad rolls out. So yeah, I mean, you can keep the tooth. Absolutely keep the tooth, and maybe you will be able to match it up with a mouth at some point.
Put it under my pillow at night.
Yeah.
You might not like what comes together.
I was going to say bad idea.
The Fae Tooth Fairy comes for you, does it? Does she?
Yeah. That sounds like the scariest motherfucking tooth fairy.
Right, so who wants a tooth?
The
You can't handle the tooth.
God.
Sorry.
That's a great scene in that movie. Great scene. Okay. Not a lot else to do, so we're going to camp. I'm going to make you camp.
Yeah, where do we go from here, folks? For the sake of completionism, do we go east or do we go
southwest? Southwest. Or do you
I think we head southwest. Yeah. We can head back up north, the other side.
Yeah.
Good point.
Because then we're on our way back to Alex. Save a bit. To keep finding, but we need to work on that.
I'm still in a steam bed. Is it not rolled yet?
You're good, Dalek.
I can't hear it because it's all garbled.
So try again.
I'm having problems myself now, and I don't understand why.
It's just Discord having some grumbles.
Had a performance update, obviously.
It usually sorts itself out within half hour or so.
Yeah, usually. Yeah. All right. There we go. Okay, so as always, let's get going, shall we? Dart, give me my usual failure of the usual success of a roll, please.
I rolled 11.
What is the DC for a decent campsite then, Zed?
16.
Oh, really?
Oh, jot of
Hang on,
guidance.
it's got.
Too late.
Why is that?
Wait, why do I get -2?
Yeah, where's the -2 come from?
No,
Previous campsite?
Shouldn't be.
Because I know it had failure at the bottom of it. Has it carried over the -2? Because that's a pass otherwise. Because
Right.
there was an 11 roll.
Re-roll it, Dart. I've re- it.
11 plus 2 is definitely over 16.
There was a mistake as well. I
There's a red
just
thing
scrolled
at the
back
bottom
up.
that says failure. No.
Okay. You find a sensible spot, so you didn't fail this time. All right. Set your
Do I have to click
set
on
your
that advanced
activities.
2 hours thing?
Don't do that, Dart, because I've already done it, so don't worry about that.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, sorry, no, I'd do that. Yeah, it must be Discord because my broadband's absolutely fine. I'm not having any issues.
Yeah, it's Discord.
Fine.
It'll settle
Yeah.
itself. Can
915 meg.
can more than one of us hunt?
Mm.
No, probably not.
You have only one of you can hunt and gather, I think, unless we get a roll. Unless somebody does camp management and can give you the ability to do another roll.
Oh my
No.
god.
Yeah.
I mean, I can skip off watch and go hunting and gathering. I've got a 6 survival.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let me do that. Let's try that for a change. See what happens. Oh. Who clicks add so we don't all do it?
You
do.
Okay.
It goes into your inventory.
Oh, it's my inventory.
Yeah, so you need to move it to the. You don't have to, but if you want
And
to.
I'll move it to the party. There's no point in me keeping it.
If, like me, you're running out of encumbrance allowance.
Pas du tout.
Guess I could organise a watch.
You could organise a watch, yes.
Apart from it's erroring at me. What's it saying? Apparently, I don't satisfy the skill requirements to use perception.
Hmm.
Which I think is a little bit bullshit.
Are you expert in perception?
I have no idea. I'm at least got to be better than trained, haven't I?
It'll be on your main character sheet at the front, underneath.
You are trained, not
I'm
expert.
trained, but not expert. Okay, so you can't do it then.
Yeah, so only I can set watch then, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, the only
Only
person so far with an expert in perception is Kendall.
No, it's not. It's me as well.
Oh, and you as well, but you've done your camp management.
And
Yeah,
you roll
which
like
one?
shit.
Yeah. Which one? Which one was that one anyway? Do the
That is organised watch.
organized watch. I don't even see that on the list.
It's one of the bottom ones.
Bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, as always, hit your rest. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got to cook a meal, haven't I?
You've got to cook a meal first, yeah. Sorry, I've just reset the whole camp, I think, which is stupid. Cook meal.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's fine. Then we can do rest. Then we can.
It's just got the consume rations rather than cook meal now.
Okay. Let me fix this then.
We go back one.
Well, you come back to the start.
There you go. Sorted it.
Woohoo!
Hey.
Okay. Yeah. So sometimes you hit apply meal effect and remove ingredients. That should have applied the meal to everybody, right?
Yep. Not that it does nothing for us. Because
It doesn't really do anything, yeah.
I'm assuming a hearty meal might give something better. But
Yes. Okay. Hit the rest, everybody. Do all your usual morning activities.
ablutions.
So we're moving southwest from where we are, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
God, it's fucking raining. Kendall holds his shield above his head
Yeah, love the rain.
and quietly rusts to himself.
So
Right,
you're
is
heading
that
there,
here?
are you?
Yeah.
The wetlands. Going to be more wet.
Okay. Bear with me a second.
Yeah, basic melee gets +1 status bonus to all saving throws.
Until the end of the camp.
Yeah.
So it would be if you were still in camp and there was an encounter or something. And by the way, I do roll for random encounters. I'm just
Also, I guess useful if you've got a disease or something.
Well, it's like my storytelling gives you a +1 to all your saves and any skills you roll as well.
yeah. Okay.
Assume if you get a crit, it might last a bit longer.
All right. You head south. Let me just give you that one. Again, a long slog of a day to just traverse through this part of the forest. The main forest of the Greenbelt kind of starts to give way to wetlands as you kind of descend down from sort of an elevated part of the land down into this kind of valley where yet again another river seems to kind of come out and down towards the another river kind of headland sort of starts in these this swampland. It's kind of late afternoon and you're starting to think very much about a place to camp once again as you're soaked through. It's been yet another miserable day of just trudging through this mixture of swampy land and trees and kind of moving from thin canopy to this kind of more exposed area. Ahead of you though, you see a large pond kind of blocks your way.
Any movement on the surface other than the rain? Anything unusual around it?
Perception checks.
That's small, that's good. Been rolling far too well this evening.
Fantastic.
Oops.
As you kind of come begin to sort of traverse the edge of this kind of large pond, you do notice sort of in between two islands, two kind of raised areas in the middle of this pond, what appear to be bubbles kind of coming up from the water. And then Jack, as you kind of stare and squint through the rain, it appears to be, looks like two sets of eyes.
Ooh, look.
And then you watch as this well, effectively this. I'm gonna roll for initiative in a minute, but then
We're raising a shield first.
I will point to say, oh, look, eyes.
you see this thing kind of rise itself up, leap towards you, its tongue kind of flicking out, and I need to just set something up. So let's take a quick 10-minute break while I
Is it
set
tiny,
this
by
up.
the way? It's tiny.
Is it
right?
No,
is it big enough to
medium.
swallow me whole?
Yes, sort of. It's medium.
I've been here
Guy,
before.
your razor shield has come onto the.
I know.
Yeah.
There you go. Are we taking a quick break then?
Take a quick
So-
10-minute break. Yeah.
Right.
As I just get this. God, this is going to be huge.
Then we'll get to it in the end.
Oh.
Alright. Roll for initiative. Haha.
Oh, shit. We can't.
Need a map and
And a combat tracker.
You lot want so much, don't you?
Oh yes.
yes, pretty much.
We're so needy.
There you go.
Jesus.
What? More than one? That's terrible.
Good job, Kendall.
What have I done
More
now?
than one, but less than 3. Less than 5.
Oh dear. That's not good.
Normally do better than that.
Oh, fucking arse bollocks.
Oh, 20. Well done. That's from Barriston.
Right, Barriston, go charge her in because you're the only one. I like how they're fucking. Ah, dear.
Just a
We've got,
quick
we've got two in the 20s.
You get a bonus to AC if you're next to me. If I
I'm
choose you,
staying
I've
then.
got a raid shield.
All right. Top of the round. You see, I mentioned to Jack, you see these eyes kind of appear. And then this thing kind of leaps out the water, moves quickly towards you.
Sorry, my wolf will be next to me.
To there. And then
Zed, am I allowed to suggest I would probably be at the front? Or not?
Yeah. You are. Yep.
I'm sort of saying, well done, Kendall. This is right at the back. Like,
Yeah, we should probably start sort out a normal marching order
You should, yes.
on the, and if we do it on, if you put a box on the landing page or something, and we can
We
put
got it.
ourselves in there, and then you can just drag us across.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would not be front line.
yeah, you would.
We'll go in the back then.
Barriston will carry you. Strapped to his arm.
Yeah.
Hang on, why is Jet's character small?
Have you rubbed him yet?
Oh, because he's the same size as the wolf.
I'm kneeling. That's why.
Protected
Okay.
category, you shouldn't be calling them that. Jack's a person too.
Wasn't his height that he was talking about being small?
Oh my.
So, Breacher moves to here, and then a tongue comes lashing out towards Barristan.
Fair enough.
It tries to lick you.
Where?
It's like those nuns.
That was alright then. They at least asked consent.
Okay, well that's a critical hit.
Oh my god.
His tongue grabs you and sticks itself to your body and your armour, and then it immediately, last action, performs the grab action.
And starts to tug you off.
Oh no!
Solid ground. Sorry, I should have finished that.
Okay, it beats your fortitude save.
I bet it does.
And you can as grabbed until the end of your next turn.
Can't work
Until-
to escape that.
The end of your target's the frog's next turn, unless you escape. Yes, you have to specifically take the escape action. All right,
Can I
Barris,
not? Can I not just cut its tongue off?
you can attempt to do that. Funnily enough,
It's like it's right around me. I've got a big sharp sword here. I would like to try and carve its tongue off.
okay. Target the frog and make a normal attack roll.
That'll do.
Nice.
Roll damage.
Hello.
Okay. With a quick swash of your sword, you kind of slice up through its tongue. The tongue remains stuck to you, but you're not grabbed in that sense.
It's
But
just
you
like,
you have separated yourself from the creature.
is it unharmed by this this action?
It is the creature itself is unharmed. Yes.
Well, that's gross.
It's your first action. It's also a
It
weighted
is.
critical hit, but there you go.
Well, it's not. I'm free of the horrible tongue. This ground in front of me, I'm assuming, is the pond.
Which is the pond. There's also, by the way, I should have said, there is a slight steam rising off the pond.
So it's very warm and humid, or
Warm and humid, yeah.
doesn't like stink particularly accurately, or I'm assuming it's a bit boggy smelling, but
Other than the boggy smell, yeah, it's not acridy, like it's full of sulphur.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm going for diving in here. I will cast Divine Lance on said froggy. Hello.
Roll your damage.
We got sound effects then.
I know, yeah, I've just heard that. How do I guess you need to apply double, because it's a spell.
I applied double, yeah.
So after slashing the tongue off, I guess I'll kind of invert my weapon, so it's pointing towards it, and a blast of divine energy shoots out.
And the creature kind of rears back a little bit in pain and surprise.
Be the end of my turn.
Now it's into your turn. Here we go to next frog.
Was it Ember first?
Yeah, it's Ember first, yeah. Sorry, Ember. Ah! Fucking, all over the place tonight. Sorry, guys. Ember.
Back in time.
Sorry. We've gone back in time.
I will click and turn.
Yeah, you will click enter.
Ember's turn.
Ember, go for it.
I'm going to target this one that's nearest. Actually, no, not nearest one. I'll target the one on the left at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll got Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay. Other marks of a huntery nature are available.
That's where you'll have to drag that on, I think, Zed.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Ping the one that you're targeting, this one at the back, Dart. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
that
go.
one.
There you go. Did it twice by accident.
Oh, fudge.
Okay.
No,
Second attack.
I got a whistling sound in my ear.
First attack misses.
That'll be your arrow.
Second attack hits. Roll your damage.
Oh, it wouldn't be my first attack on into prey, would it? So I'd take that off.
How does it read? Bump prey.
If it's precision, I think it's just one of your attacks.
It's my first one, I think. Just double check that.
I'm assuming it's your Hunter's Edge precision, yeah?
Yeah.
First time you hit your hunted prey in a round, so you...
Yeah, you haven't hit it yet. You've now hit it, so you can apply it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'd be pretty naff otherwise.
It'd be shite, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I've seen worse stuff, to be fair, but
I presume that the water is deep.
it's definitely wet. I don't know whether it's deep. I wasn't going to test it.
Well, we judge off these things out. We know how big these things are and how far out they are. So.
But they were also under the water to their eyes.
Yeah.
They could be floating.
Stay here and shoot it again, I suppose.
I mean, I'm guessing it's not going to be like, 50 feet deep, but could easily be waist or shoulder height, couldn't it?
All right. I think that's your actions done, right, Dart?
Oh, come on. Oh, yes. 2 actions and a ton. Yeah, sorry. That was all 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
Double moves. Well, double hops, I suppose. Flash swims. And then tries to snap at Barristan with its jaws.
Yeah, I very foolishly didn't bother doing any defensive actions.
Sorry. What's going on? It's like my whole internet has gone weird. I don't know why. Misses.
Is it because when you're clicking things, they're actually happening, Zed, and you're not having to wait ages?
No, it's just yeah, that might be what it is actually. Things are just happening, and I'm not expecting them to happen so quick. Other frog comes bounding in to here. See, look, it's just happened really quick. Targets guy. Targets Kendall. Second action. Strikes him with his jaws. Snaps at him with his teeth. Misses. And last action. Tries it again. Misses.
What we like to hear.
Kendall.
Well, I think we're going to take a look at him and try and smack him in the face. Seems like
But he's just a poor little froggy.
well, not for long. Oh, well, fuck.
Well, maybe a bit longer.
Flipping French people and frogs.
Oh, fucking arse bollocks. And
Both hit, both miss.
Both miss, yeah. So third action, I'm going to raise my shield again.
Cool,
so
raise shield.
it drops at the end of my turn, right? No.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Always drops at the beginning of your turn.
Oh,
Of course
I've just
it is.
noticed we seem to have camp effects on us, which we probably need to cancel.
Yeah, I've moved fine, yeah. Okay,
Removing everybody else as we go on. Alright, force bolt. Nice.
I have a little bit of damage, and
This one?
yes, I've got it targeted. I should have.
Yeah. Good.
And we will. We do that,
Mm.
or do we do? Yeah, let's do that. Pull out a little bit of a couple of sling bullets, and we'll do that.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Oh.
Oh, fuck off! Hang on.
That one. You're gonna hero point that, aren't you?
Fuck
Mm.
it.
Oh, come on.
Oh, fuck off! It rolled off for 20.
You doubled it though.
Get fucked.
Yeah, you're up.
It's dabbling the table. Oh, right. I take it Barristan isn't grappled by this tongue?
No, he still has the tongue on him, but he's not grappled by it anymore because he severed it.
Right, okie dokie. In that case, then I think I will aim my pistol at this one.
Mm-hmm.
No, terrible idea. It should be the other one.
And let's have a go at the old. Oh, well, hang on, strikes.
I think I need to remind you that Kendall is much more able to survive against things than I am.
I don't know. You seem pretty tanky.
Well, I hit.
Well, you
That's not
hit.
too
Roll
bad.
damage. Roll your damage.
You missed the episode where I got cut to pieces twice in a row.
All right.
And
You shoot
then-
this thing.
Yeah, and then I'm going to move bravely to here,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to target this one, and I'm going to poke it,
Go for the pokey pokey.
which is the +3. So let's roll that. Oh, that's nice. So we'll roll the damage on that one. Oh, that's not too bad. Well, it's 3, all counts. And then I would automatically reload my pistol on that strike. Yep.
Yep.
Okie dokie. So then I'll
You
end
would-
my,
Automatically reload on that strike.
and
Yes.
then I will end my turn.
Cool.
There we go.
Aaron, you're up.
Mine's nice and straightforward. I shall do sing a song of courage to inspire my friends.
Everybody drag the spell effect onto themselves.
Courageous anthem.
I do love that thing. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Lovely.
it's handy, isn't it?
And then my next trick, I shall be
But it's a cantrip that you can do every freaking
every
round.
yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, I can
Makes me
actually
feel very sad about Bless.
I could actually extend it, but I don't know why I would. Okay, so my next thing is going to be I'm going to pull out my three little balls out of my pocket and send them flying at the creature furthest away.
Okay.
We never did get the cold iron sorted out, did we?
No.
Got line sick
No.
up. So were you going to half it and turn it into shards?
Yeah.
It's probably not a bad shout, actually.
So that's a hit. Damage is going to...
Very nice.
Nice. This one here?
No,
Ready?
the one above it. I've targeted it.
Sorry, yeah, I it's the dots. I have to pay a lot of attention, otherwise I miss whose dots who. You're all kind of very similar colours. Okay, no problem.
That is me done.
Because everybody looks pink, apparently.
Purple.
Top of the round 2, yeah. So, Frog, in its annoyance, it is gonna bounce to there, bounce into here, and it's gonna target. Ooh, who's it going to target? 1 to 3. It's gonna go for Jack. 4 to 6. It's gonna not go for Jack. Goes for Jack.
Let me just check how Devoted Guardian works. Is it in action?
I thought it was reaction, but I might be wrong.
Devoted, no, it's in action. Okay. So that'll be next time. I'll do it.
Okay. Just to bite you, Jack.
No.
And succeeds. This thing's jaws kind of chomp around your arm as you're kind of frantically getting it, well, not frantically, but getting yourself ready for the next strike. Does 7 points of damage to you.
Ouch.
I've just done 7 points of damage to it, which everybody likes.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I've got to do this the hard way now. So, puts you on 23 hit points. And at that point, it's going to attempt to grapple you. His tongue latches onto you again. But you manage to kind of wiggle yourself. Oh. You wiggle yourself out of it.
Okay.
To avoid the grapple. And then as its last action, it's going to try and bite you for its second time. Which it doesn't.
Yay.
Barristan, you're up.
This giant frog in front of me, I will see if I can follow up my success so far. Take a swing.
Have it.
Have it!
A most palpable hit.
I don't know what the hell is going on tonight, Zed. I feel a bit weird.
Yeah, it's obviously the dice are rolling extra fast and accurate for you with my internet broadband or something. Yeah, you crit. I mean, I'm not... Yeah. Basically, you slice into this creature, carving it kind of through its head as it tries to jump up at you.
So as I slash through the creature, I spin the sword down and slam it into the ground, and a blast of electrical energy shoots out towards the other two frogs.
Nice. Nice.
I cast Electric Arc. Roll some very poor damage numbers. Oh, thank you, Medic. That made it not too terrible.
And both of those need to make DC
17 reflex.
DC 17 reflex saves, don't they? Well, it fails, so it will take damage. And then the other one also fails, so it will take damage.
Happy with that. Thank you very much.
Ember, you're up.
Okay.
Actually, now I'm reading the description because I found the description in the book. There is a smell of rotten eggs from this area.
What?
That's ammonia or
Somebody's lunch.
Sulfur.
sulfur?
Look at
So
all
this is
the
Oh, and it's warm and humid. To hot springs,
It's a hot
maybe.
spring.
Mhm.
It is hot springs, yeah. And this is the headwaters of the Skunk River.
So essentially, when this becomes our
Up and in.
kingdom, we can put a nice little resort here, can't we?
You could absolutely put a nice little resort here, yeah. Call it what you want.
Okay,
Ember, what are you doing?
I'm commanding my wolf to, commanding Night Runner to run across to here.
Feed my character art into something and add hot tub.
And he will then attack the frog that he's sitting next
Barristan
to.
has a tanned face and a pale body.
Oh yeah.
Go for it. Roll your attack.
But muscles of masseuse.
That will just hit. Roll your damage. Nice.
Ooh, hefty shot. Jump, sorry.
As Night Runner kind of dashes across and then leaps up and snaps at the frog, getting a mouthful of slimy flesh. That's one action, right, Ember? You've still got 2 actions left.
No, oh yeah, it's what is, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was one action to command the wolf to do 2 things.
Yeah.
Well, you will have had to do 2 things because otherwise you wouldn't have got your precision damage.
Oh, that's true. I would have done another. Would have put.
Yeah. Okay. So you got 1. So just throw your hunters, your hunt prey up, and then I'll drag it on, and then you've got 1 action left.
Beyond this froggy.
Yep.
Oh, I can drag it across.
Yeah.
But only
You should be able
after it's
to.
been applied. It's been applied.
What, you put it on yourself and then drag it over?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't drag it. That's a bit weird. I have to take it off myself first and then drag it over. Anyway, okay. Yeah, that's. Wait, hang on. One left.
1 left.
Right.
Yes.
Please. I'll try shooting with my bow, but I don't know if that will hit.
Yeah, you'd be on full attack bonus, so.
Yep. Roll your damage. Just remember, Dart, you are getting a -2 penalty to that because you are within 30 feet of the
Yeah, I
frog.
know that. I was going to swap to something else, but I thought, no point doing that.
No worries. All right. Your arrow, as your wolf kind of snaps up, you loose an arrow, the wolf causing the frog to kind of leap up and rear back, and that the coordination that you have with Night Runner, you send the arrows true through the creature's body, and it lands back on the edge of the water dead. Kendall to Mint to Nim.
Well, he hasn't got a lot of option here, so first thing is he's going to lay down and smack you on this fucker.
Go for it.
Right.
And that'll roll your damage.
Yay!
Ooh,
Oh, very nice.
Damage.
is that enough?
It is enough, nice.
It is enough. As a frog collapses as you kind of crack it with your flail.
You were.
Well, I'm not going for a swim.
Doesn't feel like a good idea, does it?
No.
Where's the hot spring? Isn't it?
It'd be toxic, I thought.
It is a hot spring.
We
You can always
want
add
hot
new
spring,
shine to your weapons.
As it's
I mean, does the water look gross, or is it like...
Thing is, these things are natural, aren't they? And they were in it,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. It is. It's the smell, right? The water itself doesn't look gross. It just smells.
all right. Well,
Do you think there's anything of interest to explore here without going muck diving? Is there any like islands or anything? Or...
There are a couple of islands out in the middle of the springs. Yes.
Don't worry, I'll dive in. No, just kidding.
You've been there.
That's
Done
the
that.
ring.
I'm going to wade in up to my knees.
Okay. The ground itself, the water kind of comes up to your. Very quickly comes up to your waist rather than your knees.
But because your legs are melting.
And yeah, you feel a bit strange as your legs disintegrate. You sink a little bit into the ground, but actually, as the water kind of seeps into your clothing, it feels quite nice. It's a fairly good temperature, probably in its kind of low 20s. It's just a lovely feeling.
It just smells.
But it smells. And kind of looking around, you kind of look out across the islands and stuff. There's nothing that screams nest. I don't know how frogs lay their eggs under leaves, don't they? There's nothing that screams kind of anywhere where the frogs might have been gathering things or dead people or anything like that. It just seems like they were a little bit spooked by your arrival, defending their territory, but there isn't really anything of note beyond that.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh,
Move
let's
you back to the main
move
map.
ourselves onwards.
Again, late afternoon. This is actually probably a good place for you to camp, take stock of the situation, and then think about kind of moving on the following day. So,
Yeah, well, happy to camp up, and then we'll head slightly south again, southeast.
as always,
Don't roll anything yet.
Ooh.
hang on.
Everybody grab guidance and put it on yourselves, because I'll cast it on you all.
Landing page for that, right?
How do we? I'm in the
the landing page. Always go to the landing page.
Or
To
drag it onto your
apply
character sheet.
effects. I'll drag it onto your character sheet.
Okay.
As long as you're not popped out.
I'll get rid of that then. How'd you do it?
Just drag the box onto anywhere on your character sheet. And then if you just check your effects, it should be on there.
Yeah?
Effects is third tab from the right.
Effects. Aha! Lovely jubbly.
You mean to roll camp?
Welcome. Oh,
Nice.
So I
you
better
find
get
a
back to-
serviceable spot.
You've not put
That's
guidance
a
on
fucking
though.
stream bed.
I've lost the campsite. I don't know where it is. So. Oops. What does that do? Right. Okay. Aha!
I have to show it to you when you lose it.
Lovely jubbly.
You can bring it up by going to somewhere, I can't remember where it was.
It should be available to you in the adventure party tracker.
Okay. I'll put myself in the stealth part.
All right. As always, make your roll.
High stat.
Is anyone hunting and gathering?
Well, it's either
I
that or I
can't.
go on watch, so I'm open to what
Can-
people want, really.
Can we both hunt and gather?
No, it's only one of us. My survival, it's a survival roll. I've got survival 6.
Yeah, you're better off
you
doing
can.
it.
You can only have one person perform the action during the camp phase.
If we don't think we need a watch, then I can hunt and gather. That's not a problem.
I think hunting and gathering's worthwhile.
Okay.
Okay.
If it goes wrong, we can all blame evil.
Yeah,
Yep.
if I had a 10, it'd still be a failure, wouldn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Jack camouflages the camp as he often does, Ember doesn't do very well with camp management. Kendall finds more as he goes out and hunts, comes back with a brace of rabbits and a few other bits and pieces, some giant frog's legs, etc. Have we had the campfire story from Garin?
Yeah,
We
well,
have.
it's not showing up because I failed it, so I re-rolled it using a hero point. But it's giving me a success, but it's not added any of the bonuses.
I've got a campfire story success.
Oh, have you?
You
Okay.
you probably don't get it because you're telling the story.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to food. Is everybody doing the usual kind of hearty meal, or is anybody going for a more hearty meal?
Nope.
Depends if we've got
That sounds very greedy. We've got
Yeah.
26 ingredients, haven't we?
Yeah, how much does it
Yeah.
cost?
4 for a hearty meal or 2
Yeah.
for a basic.
I'll stick with a basic, I think.
But you
Yeah.
have to use the special ingredients, which is 10.
Let's go with the basic for now.
Not even use special ingredients for
Nice.
special recipes.
Oh, is that what? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Feed us, Karsten.
Did a chili, like normal.
And feed you.
Pork and beans again.
Yeah, yeah. Although there was some frog meat as well, wasn't there? So
Pork and beans.
it tastes like chicken.
Feel free to everybody to rest.
It's a bit rubbery, this pork.
Ah, thank you.
No.
Oh, does Jack need a little bit of TLC?
I'm only 3 down, so it's not. Well, you could do if you wanted to. Yeah, a bit of first
May
aid.
as well, we've
Be
got all
nice.
night.
Yeah, a bit of first aid would be lovely.
Yeah, I'll give that to you then. Go to the landing page and do it there. No guarantees, of course, on this, but no, probably not.
Oh.
Fell by 1. But you'll notice I didn't risky surgery you.
Oh, thanks.
The downside of that is, if I had risky surgery you, it would have succeeded.
I should press the rest and daily preparations button. I keep forgetting to do it, and that's why it doesn't reset the camp. Okay. Following day. Where are you planning on heading to?
Southwest, right?
It's raining again.
I get a lot better at medicine very soon.
Southwest. So you're going to go to here.
Wait, who
No,
needs healing?
southeast.
East.
Follow the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're out of that. If we go to the southwest, we're out of that zone, aren't we?
You are into the next zone. Yes.
Jack, do you need healing?
I've already attempted, so
Yeah, but I can attempt as well.
no, you can't. Once your trap wounds, you've got an hour of immunity.
Oh, right.
I thought that was only if it worked.
Okay. The ground here continues to, as it follows the meandering course of the Skunk River, it continues to be a pretty boggy mire. You sort of follow the river, and after a while, in the distance ahead of you, you see what appears to be a couple of buildings rising out of the swamp.
Literally rising, or do you mean they're there?
They're kind of
floating in the air.
Yeah.
floating in the air about 450 feet above ground. No, they're kind of, when I say rising out of the swamp, it looks like the walls and things are still have been built in the swamp. Either,
Right.
the swamp's encroached,
Big swamp.
or they
Big swamp,
were,
yeah.
It's abandoned then.
It-
Overgrown.
Well, it's looking that way, yeah.
Not a bad place to hide up, though. So we probably ought to approach cautiously.
Yeah, because if anybody's in there, they won't be living downstairs, will they?
Yeah, plenty of bandits still around in this area.
Time of day is it? Did you say morning? Morning.
It's late. It's early afternoon.
Okay.
Right,
No sign of a campfire or anything like that from the runes, or
doesn't
No smoke.
appear to be.
okay.
So I'm just gonna reorganize you for a second.
Just listening to the wildlife, like birds and things. Is it normal wildlife sounds?
Yeah. There is normal wildlife sounds.
You want to send anyone to scout a little bit then? Or?
Everybody looks at Nightrunner and Ember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can scout, but that involves me just walking up and saying, "Hello."
Somebody there.
Is it safe to come in?
Turns out there's some bowmen in there.
And they're quite good.
At least 3, I would say.
You're scouting them.
I was scout.
Okay.
I thought it was a Hawkeye then.
The Hawkeye's scouting. Well, that's pretty good.
Sound good.
Give me a stealth roll. I presume you're going to go stealthily rather than noisily. Okay, you move yourself half your move forward, so move yourself like 3 squares. And you can see what you can see. Well, you can see what you can see anyway. Okay, so you can see the edge of the couple. You can see the edge of a couple of buildings. Yeah, you can see the edge of a couple of buildings.
Are they like single story or?
They appear to be single story. They're definitely they're stone. They're overgrown. It looks, at some point like maybe a couple of buildings that would have perhaps once been a village, very tiny kind of village / hamlet.
You moving?
Yeah.
Well, suppose we should very slowly venture
Hang on.
forth.
Scout's got a scout.
Yeah, scout's got a scout.
All he's done is walked at the front of the party.
Yeah.
Not gone anywhere.
There for you.
Okay. Keep going.
Actually, my wolf before. Doesn't seem to be any way of getting in it. I have a look around and get changes.
Climb the walls, little spider monkey.
Can I have a...
Do some. Don't go any further for a second, Dart. I just want to try something.
Can we start shouting instructions?
Yeah.
Ooh, there's glowing.
Look over there!
This rock's glowing.
It
Really
won't
a
do in a
good
minute.
sign.
It's glowing because I'm doing something. Give me a sec.
So I suppose representing water moving around. Okay, what was that? I saw something moving.
I was just testing something, but I can't figure it out. Bear with me a sec. I presume you can still can you still see funny colours?
Yeah, it's like lights or like.
Oh yeah. There's a glow in the rocks. Yeah. It's just the light. It's just a fancy little map. Okay, carry on.
Oh, it's a tree.
Where's he gone? Sheep.
Right next to you.
I mean, you're not.
I don't know. But I've heard this stream.
I'm sure Amber's perfectly safe. Let's move on.
Let's just leave.
She'll come back. If not, we got a vacancy.
Give me another stealth check, please, Ember.
Okay.
As you kind of step sort of here rather than just into the things, a figure appears at the just here,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it starts
I can
jumping up
do
and
that.
down and waving, and you can hear this kind of truce.
What, coming from that creature?
Yeah.
I shoot it with my longbow.
Alright, I'll swap to my spear and walk over towards it.
You pick up the shitter.
Huh?
No, carry on. Just joking.
Hey! Oh, there's another one. Okay,
So what you see is this.
it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
It's a teenage mutant.
Is that the
Ninja
thing we're
Turtle.
supposed to kill?
What?
Is that a Tuttle's worm?
And it's made.
What
Oh,
the heck? It's mate.
like a
Well-
horny toad with fangs.
It's a horny toad with fangs, kind of, sort of, shuffles up near it.
Is that why it's
Truce,
dripping
truce.
stuff? 'Cause it's moist and horny.
Oh no.
No.
When you just fall into those eyes. Oh, it's got my heart.
It points at you and it goes, "You go, truce."
Go where?
Go.
What do you want to choose? Oh, actually, I'll send my wolf off to go and get the rest of the party.
Okay.
It's not
Does anyone speak wolf? Because otherwise it's like,
What's that,
what's that, lassie? Ember's fallen down a well.
No, I just
What
feel
a
like
shame.
it'll be just. Oh, I can't see from what my wolf can see. It'll be just barking at people and making things that, you know.
Oh, I'm going to follow
That's, what you,
lassie.
that's what you think. Night Runner's just gone.
Night Runner.
What's up?
Okay. Night Runner appears and kind of nuzzles up against Kendall, turns and gives a little bit of a yelp as it points to the south.
Meanwhile, back at the weird. Did you say it's mate?
Karsten moves to follow Night Runner.
Kind of stays where it is.
Oh Jesus!
Hearing the words, "Oh Jesus."
And as you kind of come round, this figure that was kind of stood on this rock turns and goes, "Truce! Truce! Go!" and gestures.
Do I know what it is? Does anyone know what it is?
Actually, I was
Recall knowledge?
I'd asked, do I know what it is?
Give me recall knowledge. I need society, please.
That's one.
God, your mic's making weird noises. Yours, it keeps coming on and like making a weird noise.
Show off, Karsten.
You recognise it, Coruscant, as a boggart.
Ah. I wasn't expecting to see a bucket today. Do I know anything else about them? Society-wise?
They... in terms of a creature, it's amphibious. It doesn't really have any strengths or weaknesses. Fairly average creature. They're not often encountered living on their own.
Okay.
So where are the rest of his friends then?
And he kind of looks and goes and taps himself and says, "Boggart, hungry. Slurk, hungry. Truce. You go."
Why don't
Me
you
go.
want us here?
So I'm assuming that's not. He doesn't have a particularly great grasp of common.
Correct. Yes.
Does anyone else speak something he might speak?
I only know...
Karsten, you seem to be
Draconian.
quite handy.
No. I don't think I picked up any boggart. I just know that they speak common, but these look like they were in the remedial class.
I speak Goblin.
What you would know is that actually the other way around. Boggarts have their own language called Boggart.
Mm-hmm.
They don't speak common usually.
So he's doing all right then to speak a few words.
He has a very few words. Yes.
I've got a high bar.
So they're hungry, and they've got a truce.
He's not immediately attacking us, is he? So he's. I guess hungry. We could give him some food. Try and give him some food. I've got some rations. I could hand him over a package of rations.
Unless
Can't
he
do
wants us
that.
to-
Can't do that frog left.
Yeah. Unless she wants us to go because they've got a couple of children to eat.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah. As you come round, you see tied up two small children with sticks through them, rotating
Yes.
slowly on a.
Yeah.
And
And we'll join him for a meal, and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I'll try and offer him some
Go away,
food.
go away, right to eat.
Okay.
Food.
Kind of comes over to you and kind of reaches out as far as his little arms will. I mean, he's a medium creature, I think.
Oh, it's normal size one.
Yeah, he's normal size medium. So he reaches out and he takes it and he sniffs it. Takes a bit of a nibble. Kind of. Food? Me?
I'll nod at him and I will motion.
Food? Me? Die?
No, we took the glass out of this.
Well, I will make a motion to eat some myself and put a mouthful in and eat it. Safe.
And he watches you, and then he points to the thing, the frog with the big teeth, and he says, "Lurk hungry."
Lurk.
All right, I'll get another ration out.
Okay.
Bastards.
Lurk kind of goes over and he eats. And you get this kind of look at him. He is very slimy, medium again, and has these very long, wicked-looking tusks. And he kind of sniffs at the food and touches it with his tongue and then kind of flicks it up and swallows it all in one go. And as it does so, you see it just leaves a pool of slime on the floor where its tongue had slobbered over the ration. And it kind of turns and croaks and bounces back to the boggart.
Friends. Yeah.
He boggart. I go remind myself what languages he can speak. Okay, why would he know that word? That's a weird word that he would know. Why would he know that word? Let's have a look. You go. Don't know if he knows you. Does he know you? Yes, he does. You go. Yes, you go. In the ground in his camp, he draws a little kind of house. Then above, I think above it, okay. So
I don't think whether I know any spells that could help. Like, not today, but if I came back.
So he draws a house by a river.
Okay.
Then to the north of it, sort of the north southeast. Technically, because we're on hexes, it would be the northeast, but roughly to the north. He draws a building with an animal with 4 legs, a head, and 2 sticks coming out of its head.
Okay. Yeah. I was just gonna draw a picture of it, a massive boar and a Tesla worm, and kind of show it to him and go and shrug.
Okay, so
By your eyes,
it's not a boar that is drawn to the north. It's Ember, give me a nature roll.
Looks a bit more like if it's on its head, it's like a bull, maybe, or something like that.
Bull, deer, something with antlers or horns.
Oh, a stag. Right, okay. Yeah.
Stag. Yeah. To the east.
So is that a house and a stag?
Yes.
Stag Lord. Stag Lord?
Oh, could be, Stag Lord's camp, couldn't it?
Could be, yeah, could be.
To the north?
East. To the north, yes.
Jesus.
That doesn't fit where you think the Stag Lord.
We thought it was further that way, didn't we?
Correct.
Southeast.
You think it's further southeast. To the east, he draws another animal with a fatter body and a fatter head, squatter, with 2 lines coming down out of its mouth.
That's the bull.
Boar.
Tusker.
And then he draws to the east, to the west, he draws a tree and a stick figure that's bigger than the tree.
Huh?
And then he taps each of one and he goes, "You go." And he gets up and goes over, and you can see sort of in the back of the building where he is, there seems to be, for want of a better word, a nest. Twigs, branches, old leaves, dried leaves, and things all kind of forming a kind of a big sort of bed nest type thing.
Looks like we found the love shack.
Yeah. Bloody knocking shop.
Cool.
So, sorry, I'm on the Stolen Lands map now.
Yep.
Would we be able to orientate ourselves to roughly think where that might be based on where we are?
Okay.
Those
Yeah.
places?
So let me pull everybody to the map, and I'll refresh. Okay. So I ping. Yeah. So this is roughly, so effectively this hex is where he's drawn the stick tree and the stick figure that is slightly bigger than the tree.
That's kind of giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worries me.
This
Yeah.
is where he has drawn what
The
looks
boar?
like the boar.
Was it? Yeah.
And this is where he's drawn the building with a stag or deer or elk or moose or some
Right.
animal that stands taller than a deer. It's taller than a boar with antlers. I mean, it could be a centaur or a fay or unicorn. You know, it's got 2 horns though, not 1 horn, so it's not a unicorn. Does he know? Does he know that?
So where was it Tusculum? Was that the northeast?
And then
east.
And then here, he draws what looks like a snake, and he says, "Snake,
Oh, is that sorry? Is that?
go." Here, sorry.
So that,
That sounds like it could be the worm, couldn't it?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
settler worm.
He's giving you a snake, tall person, boar, building with an elk, stag, deer.
Well, I don't like the idea of the tall person, so let's avoid that.
No.
But these ones seem reasonable, like we were going to try anyway, so
Yeah.
sounds good.
He then draws 2 skulls and 3 lines above tall person.
Yeah.
Level death. Do not mess.
Nice.
I'll point to one of the other buildings and a sleep sort of gesture and point at us. Because I'm assuming it's getting on a little bit.
Again, yeah. I'm being a bit liberal, really. It should be 1.5 days to kind of check through each of these because it's difficult terrain, but I'm being a bit liberal in that at the moment. So yeah, it's late in the afternoon. It's starting to get dark. You would definitely... He looks at you and nods and then says, "Go. You go. You go." So he kind of gives you that, repeats your gesture of sleep, and then points at you and says, "You go."
Okay.
And then he goes, "We eat when you sleep."
Yeah, but I mean, there's only 2 of them so far, right?
There's only 2 of them so far.
And then mostly come at night. Mostly.
Having a bit of a glance at this big froggy thing, does it have any smaller teeth or just the big tusks?
As far as you can tell, it's just the big tusks. Again, if anybody wants to, give me a knowledge, recall knowledge. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Hang on. I'm going to say it's nature. Yes, I need a recall knowledge on nature, please. There, nice. So you recognise this as a creature known as a slurk. It is a sticky tusk frog beast, often found in caves and underground lairs. It can climb walls, stick to ceilings effortlessly. Known for the extrusions from their skin, the secretions from their skin, and the sticky resin-like substance that can harden when exposed to air. No real weaknesses or resistances that you are aware of.
I'm assuming you mean by it has normal weaknesses like being stabbed,
Yes. Yeah, when I say no
rather than no real weaknesses at all.
yeah, no, I would be very clear if it had no real weaknesses. Yeah. And then
Should we show him the tooth and see if he recognises it?
would you recognise it? Let's have a look. You going to show me?
I think we should. Yeah. Why not?
Okay. You kind of hold out the tooth and he kind of looks at it and he pokes it with a slightly bony, scaly finger. And then he lets out a bit of a croak. There's a little bit of a surprised croak there. And then snake, go. Die.
Snake go die.
Some kind of poisonous snake then.
So that could be Tatler's worm.
Slightly alarming, but yeah. I think we should go and investigate where the snakes are. It's got to be one, hasn't it?
In the morning.
Yeah, in the morning.
Just so you... yeah, okay, no, that's fine. Alright, do you want to go ahead and let's do camp. You settle down for the night at the other building.
I'd add a +1 circumstance bonus start, because if I do guidance, it disappears after 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you an extra +1 as well for being in a little bit of a better place in the building.
That's what I figured. It might give us a bit of shelter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Definitely a good call. Do we have a camp page?
I can't actually add it to this thing.
That would be 18. That wouldn't be a critical success, so it is a success. Let me get you just a couple of hours. Okay, yep. Go through the usual kind of actions that you want to do.
I don't see the actual
I
campsite.
don't see the camp. No.
No camp page.
Oh,
There we go.
I loaded it, but you can load it yourself. Actually, it's in the party thing.
Yeah, I think it's it's on the header of the party.
Yeah, there's
thing.
the.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
It
right.
looks like a
Paused for a second. What was that you just did? Organise watch, Kendall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, okay. You probably want somebody to do, well, it doesn't matter, camp management is probably the first thing you want to do, because if you get a success on high success, it gives other people the ability to do multiple actions, but that's fine. Okay, so you set a watch, you organise everybody for the watch. That is pretty good.
Oh, succeeded.
Right, one PC may attempt a second camp activity.
Can hunt and gather, or actually Ember would be better at that.
a good shout.
Yeah.
Or enhanced weapons.
Once and gather for food. We're running out.
Garin's inspiration is amazing. He tells a very good story. And in fact, as he kind of settles to tell his story, you actually notice the boggart had kind of come close to the edge of his wall so that he can overhear you telling the tale. Ember returns with a number of nothing exciting, but she returns with a decent amount of food for the group.
Can I just mention that if we all go to the landing page when we're doing camp activities, the buffs will work. If we're not on the landing page, it won't.
Yeah, because it's in real time off the landing page.
Well, other than that, you haven't got your character on the world map, so it won't pick up any.
No, but it's also the fact that time is ticking over on the game page. Whereas on the landing page, it's frozen, so guidance will just last forever.
Oh, okay.
So I would have got +2 on that roll. So
you counted for it.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have made what roll? The survival check.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the story.
Well, hang on. There you go. You should be able to redo it. Yeah, I don't know how you can't actually adjust the roll.
You can if you go to circumstance and click the add button.
Where's that though, Medi?
When you click your roll button, there's a modifier +1 circumstance add. And if you click 2 of those,
It's not giving you the option. So when I click survival, doesn't give you the option to add anything.
I've got it right in the middle. Then I've got keep higher, normal, keep lower.
Okay. Last thing we do, we're going to rest.
Cook meal.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, cook meal.
Who's rolling the meal?
Our chef.
We got it.
Yep. Apply effects, everybody.
Oh, I think just one person clicks it and it should apply to us.
Quite it.
Yep.
Right. Now we rest. Alright. You wake the following day.
I'm surprised this area is swampy. Gonna need boats in another day or two.
Yeah, it's raining. It's just constantly raining, isn't it? It's absolutely shocking. Okay, what's the plan? Where are we going?
Southwest towards the snake. Snake.
We're going here then, are we?
Yep.
Okay. Who's there? So, you know there's a camp there. You've reconnoitered. Gonna add ruin. I've discovered that I can do this, you see. I can actually add bits of information to the map without needing to give you the entire encounter, because there's extra information in the encounter that I wouldn't want you to see just yet.
Okay.
So you should be able to see what looks like an icon that represents a ruined village, and it should say
village bogged.
Yeah, there you go. So you know that that's what's there. Okay. All right. You travel southeastwards, heading towards heading in the direction that the boggart had said worms. Snakes. Yeah, snakes. Worms.
Long wiggly buggers.
You kind of follow, effectively you're following the Skunk River to the southwards as you kind of travel along the edge of the forest one side, the river the other, kind of bringing yourself, down. You eventually, you can see in the distance you can see in the distance what appears to be a crossing on the river. Small kind of islets of debris and stone have kind of created a number of kind of jams, creating sort of natural crossing point across the Skunk River. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Okay. You see, as you kind of look at this crossing point, very center, amidst debris, appears to be a strange sort of snake-like creature.
Does it match Oleg's description?
I will tell you in a second.
And we just need the head.
The head.
Hendel is going to drop his shield off his back and catch it on his arm.
As always.
Yeah.
So I'm just dropping you on the map. Give me 10 seconds. Who's not on the map? No.
Gary immediately moves as far away as possible.
Jack, Night Runner, and Ember. That should be everybody. Okay.
Prepare to cast a spell.
You see...
That's the job. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I would like to cast Runic Weapon if we're going to go in and attack it. I think we probably are.
Is that a T-Rex of the snakes with little bitty arms?
I'll give everybody a round of actions that is non-combative to prepare yourself, and then we will roll for initiative. And we'll run through the fight and then call it a night.
Well, somebody should recall knowledge.
I'm going to cast my Courageous Anthem there, everybody. As I belt out a song.
I know a song that's going to get on your nerves.
Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom.
Actually, Guy, how are you doing? Are you okay? Do you want to run through the fight, or do you want to call it at this
I'm alright tonight, thanks, Ed.
You're okay. No, it's okay. We
Good
will
point. Yeah, it's 11. Is it what time is it for you? Is it 10 or 11?
For Guy.
Yeah, it's 11.
For Guy. We could only get through these fairly quickly, so let's do that. All right.
Mm.
You get yourself on the combat tracker, and Somebody rolling for knowledge, then give me recon knowledge, give me an arcana check.
Hey, getting good initiative. Well, actually, in this case, it's not such a terrible thing.
You have no real sense of what this creature is about. You have not really read too much about it.
No, it's a learning experience then.
So this is a learning experience for you.
Garen isn't on the tracker yet.
Yeah, somebody's missing.
That's me, sorry.
Hooray.
It's not like I'm going to be anywhere at the top.
You're right at the bottom.
Exactly.
All right, Barristan, you're up.
I'm gonna activate my runic weapon now, which I did prior to it, but obviously it would drain away if I did, so I haven't. Right. So my second action actually is going to be to cast Benediction.
Ooh.
So I shall drop that onto myself. Then I shall. So as I'm kind of uttering a prayer to myself, I will double down on that, and I shall sustain it.
Okay.
End my turn.
Ember.
Oh, just shoot it from here.
Okay.
Can I shoot it from there? Because Barristan's in the way.
Yeah.
The tree's more the problem, I think.
Is that a tree or is it like rubble?
It's rubble. It's not a tree. It's just rubble that's all kind of built
like-
up. It creates the path across.
Oh, it's like got snarled in the rocks as it's come down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's kind of a natural way across.
Oh, actually, sorry, I couldn't have sustained that, Zed. Yeah, it requires a next turn. So I guess I would move down.
Okay.
I can't put that effect on the creature because I don't have permission.
Is that a jump down situation, Zed, or
No, it's just a straight down.
how far down?
It'd be 5 feet.
Probably would have got about as far as that.
Yeah, difficult terrain crossing because you are wading. It's fairly shallow, fairly brisk. If you got knocked prone in there, you'd be having to fight the current.
Okay, I'll just get my...
Not that strong, actually, the current, to be fair. This is kind of... No, it wouldn't be that strong. Okay, you loose an arrow dart, and Ember, and it just goes wide.
Yep. And, that's the end of turns. Yeah.
Okay. Jack.
I will stride forward.
You always get to stride forward.
So that's
For
1, 2, 3. And then it's double, isn't it, to go forward again?
Yes.
So that's 15. It's at 25.
25.
So I can't really go any further than that.
Without taking a second move action.
Yeah, so then I'm gonna try and shoot this thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna...
Be at range, though, but that's fine.
Yep, that's okay. And then let's go for the old pistol shot. Oh, it's on a 20 as well.
Yeah, no, that misses.
So sad. And then could I use my third action to reload?
You can absolutely use your third action to reload it.
And then end my turn.
Cool.
There we go.
Bendel.
Alright, seeing Barristan charge off like a lunatic, he's gonna...
Sword held hard.
Wait for me, idiot. And I'm just going to come forward to there. So that's 1. And I am going to raise shield, and I am going to... What the fuck is it? Devoted Guardian. There you go. On whatever he's called, Barristan. And that's
Okay.
the end of my turn.
All right.
So you've got a +1 bonus to your AC, Barristan.
Oh, very nice. Thank you.
If I get a tower shield, it'll be a +2.
Serious cover.
That is nice.
I don't know if there's a way of me putting that on myself.
No, it's coming for you.
Okay, this thing kind of slithers and moves fairly quickly across the debris field towards Kendall. As it reaches him, it reaches out and tries to claw him. Is your AC only 18 with your...
No.
No, it's going to be over 20. Gotta be.
Oh, that's because I just targeted myself, not...
22. The
I
shield raise.
targeted
And
myself.
bites
yeah. So
itself.
We now know it's AC.
first attack... Yeah, you do. First attack misses. And its second attack, as it tries to snap at you with its jaws now, is a natural double 20. Is a miss.
Natural double 20.
It's like a girl I once knew.
Barristan and Jack, you see another one slither out of the trees the other side
Shit.
of the...
That's rude.
We've got a matching pair of heads.
It slithers across, double move, targets Barristan with its final action. Discovered something today. If I can figure out how to do it, because it's the documentation doesn't support it, I should be able to define areas on the map that are difficult terrain automatically.
Oh, that'd be
Oh.
brilliant.
So, and it just calculates it automatically. That will hit, even with your AC of +1. That will still hit Barristan.
I mean, that puts me in what? AC 22?
You've got your shield raised, have you? No.
Two-handed at the moment.
Ah, okay.
Got a solution for that soon.
So your base AC right now is what? Is it 21? Your base AC?
21, and with +1 it's 22.
Okay.
Wow, are you wearing
Yeah.
half plate or something?
Still
Plate.
Say again?
Plate.
Oh shit.
Nothing half about it.
Oh wow.
Still hits, unfortunately. 4. Oh, you're not going to
37 damage.
8 points of damage.
How many hit points, Jav?
not enough.
Not enough to take that damage repeatedly. Okay. That's the second Tatzel one. Coruscant.
I am going to. I'm going to lean over to Ember and
Give her a wet ear.
Excuse me.
touch her bow and cast
Hello.
runic weapon on it.
Okay. So you drag it to the weapon, don't you?
I think so, yeah.
Well, if you drag it to the person, it should say which weapon item to put it on.
So drag runic weapon onto you, Dart, and then select your bow. right. I think. Did you move to do that, or is that?
No,
you
no,
still have
it's
an action?
next to me. Next to me.
You still have one action then, don't you?
I do. Nothing is close enough. So, I'll try another recall knowledge.
Go for it. Give me another Arcana roll.
Nice.
Beautiful. Okay, so these are dragons. Technically, they're dragons. They are immune to paralyzation and sleep. They attack. Their attacks are magically infused.
Shit.
Okay.
Garen.
I'll shout. I will shout that out.
Yeah.
Barristan, like,
Yeah.
with half a mouth on him, was like, how's that any help?
I don't know. It just came to my mind.
Okay, so Courageous Anthem redo. Then on Barristan, I'm going to do my Hymn of Healing.
Ooh.
Do you drag
Do I
it onto
drag-
yourself, or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I can drag it on.
Go for it.
Ooh, it's done something. It's got a spell effect on.
Oh, it's if
No,
it's-
I did that. Dragged that onto yourself. So. I just wanted to make sure everybody was in radius, and you're absolutely in radius. So I dragged
Yeah.
the template.
Don't forget to put everybody Courageous Anthem for yourselves. And then that is the end of my turn.
Guys, I am going to call it there because I am actually struggling. So
No worries, Ed.
I'm
So-
still feeling the effects of my late couple of days. So we'll call it there.
Yeah, that was awesome.
End of round. End of the bottom of the round. Being around 2. 2 Tatzel worms.
Yep.
Things are getting a little bit harder. Oh, no, I can do that. I need to add. Give you a little bit of extra XP later.